Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Juliana. I'm coming to you with some very red lips today. I'm such a neutral person that this is pretty much as colorful as I get. But anyways, today's video is going to be determining your undertone and talking about why it matters. Before we start, there's definitely an important distinction I want to make between undertone and skin tone. When I refer to undertone, I'm not really talking about how light or dark your actual skin color is. Your skin color or skin tone is more at the surface of your skin and can be influenced by things like bleaching or tanning products, which by the way, I don't recommend at all. They're very bad for your health. And skin tone's often categorized by things like light, medium, or dark, whereas undertone is the more muted color underneath the skin. And this kind of tone can't really be changed even if you put on makeup. Undertone is often categorized by either being warm, cool, or neutral. So why does knowing your undertone matter? I think by knowing and choosing makeup and clothing that really suits your undertone, you'll always look very natural in your outfits, and your outfits and makeup will just look like an extension of you. And sometimes if your outfit or your makeup don't really match with your natural undertone, things can kind of seem off, even if you can't pinpoint why. But just a disclaimer, if you want to wear something that doesn't necessarily adhere to your undertone, you should totally still go for it. Like if you want to try out a really colorful eyeshadow that's maybe more warm toned and you're more cool toned, I think there's definitely no limits. In fact, purposefully going against your natural undertone is a component that can make someone look edgy. For instance, certain models with a cool tone complexion may dye their hair from a dark brown to a very yellowish blonde. And while it may not suit their skin tone as did their natural color, they're not really doing it to be pretty or ugly, but rather to cultivate a certain aesthetic. And I think that's totally valid. I feel like makeup and fashion can be used as a tool for self-expression. So if you're using your clothing and your makeup for that purpose, I would definitely see your body and I guess your skin tone and undertone as a blank canvas. That being said, I think matching your clothing, accessories, and everything with your undertone is going to be most valuable for those of us that want to just look put together in our daily lives without a lot of effort. There might be occasions where you're not necessarily in the mood to experiment and you just want to throw something on that you know will look good on you. So if you wear the wrong colors for your undertone, obviously the world's not going to end, but say for your makeup, it could look like your makeup sitting on top of your face rather than enhancing your features. And if you wear the wrong tones in your outfit, it can make it look like the outfit is wearing you rather than you're wearing the outfit. So all this being said, for this video I want to discuss a few easy ways that you can use to identify your undertone. And if you're interested in this topic, make sure to subscribe because I have plans to make future videos on how you can use this knowledge once you've identified your undertone to choose your makeup and your fashion. We can break undertones into three main categories: warm, cool, and neutral. A warm undertone means that you have golden, yellow, and peach colors in your complexion, whereas a cool undertone has more of a pink and red and blue combination. A neutral undertone is going to be a mix of these two. There's also technically a fourth undertone, which is an olive undertone, and that mixes neutral and warm undertones with the color green. If you look it up, there's honestly so many different small tests you can use to determine your undertone, but I think you only need a few tests, if that, to be able to identify which undertone you have. So I'm going to share with you 4 tests that you can do in the next 5 minutes. First is the vein test. If you look at the veins on the inside of your wrist, the hue and coloring of your veins will determine your undertone. If your veins are mostly green, you have a warm undertone. If they're mostly blue and purple, then you have a cool undertone. And if there's a mix of the colors, you have a neutral undertone. Another quick test is wearing the color white. If you are a warm undertone, you will look best in ivory and can look kind of harsh in a pure white. Whereas if you're a cool undertone, you look best in pure white and can look muddled in ivory. If you're unaffected by wearing either pure white or ivory, then again, you're likely a neutral undertone. Another test that you can do super easily is the red lipstick test. You want to see which tone of red lipstick makes your teeth look most white. If an orangey warm red flatters you best, then you're likely warm toned. However, if you're cool toned, an orangey red lipstick can make your teeth look yellow. Cool tones will look best in bluish reds that skew towards the raspberry and magenta shades. And if both of these look generally good on you, then you have a neutral undertone. The last easy way to tell your undertone is through your jewelry. We want to identify the type of hardware that we gravitate to most. If you feel like you look best in silver or rose gold jewelry, you likely have a cool undertone. If you love yellow gold jewelry, then you likely have a warm undertone. I sound like a broken record, but if you can mix the two hardwares and you look good in both, then you likely have a neutral undertone. Hopefully these quick tests can help you deduce which undertone you have. Again, I'm going to be making a playlist on my channel with upcoming videos on how to use this knowledge of your undertone to pick out certain flattering clothing and makeup. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, where I like to post a lot of fashion and beauty content as well as outfit inspo. And as always, please let me know what kinds of videos you would like to see from me in the future. I'm always happy to hear your suggestions. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!